environment, it is extremely important that you have your own in-house client suitability system. And that's where the client suitability module has been built into the Annual Review Millions system comes in very handy. Which, by the way, in and of itself is worth the entire cost of the entire system. Because let's face it, guys, what's coming down the road in today's regulatory environment, you better be going overboard and documenting that the recommendations you're putting out there are suitable. And so this is what the client suitability module of the system will do for you in this new regulatory world order. Relying upon the insurance company's suitability documents is insufficient. Those forms are designed to protect the insurance companies. To be bulletproof in this day and age, you got to have your own suitability system. It's pretty clear at this point in time, in the industry, that no one is going to protect the agent and advisor. No one is going to come to rescue you should stuff hit the fan. And so immediately implementing your own client suitability system through the Annual Review Millions system is the solution to these client suitability concerns. It's much more thorough and allows you to use it in the sales cycle as a powerful tool to accommodate client goals and objectives through highly suitable recommendations. So at this point, you might have a question as to, how much does it cost to operate all of this? And here's the answer. How much does it cost for you or your secretary to call your client and schedule an annual review appointment? So there you go. Hands down, this high value client service Annual Review Millions approach beats the pants off any front end new client acquisition program out there. And your clients will agree. Don't misunderstand me. Sure, it's necessary to invest in the new client acquisition front end, but hands down, my Annual Review Millions approach is 80 to 90% more profitable, requires less work and effort, requires much, much less capital, almost zero. It accommodates the client's suitability issue, and using my approach greatly increases your odds of success by maximizing the value of your existing client relationships in this new world order. And it greatly increases client satisfaction. If you don't have a properly developed back-end business channel these days and your own client suitability system, then this is definitely for you. So the opportunity you're going to see here will allow you to be able to own your own private label version of the Annual Review Millions system, which totally automates these 6 points. The better asset management, the client records keeping system, the software, the intangible to very tangible for the client, the monitoring and tracking, and client suitability for the advisor. All in one turnkey, ready-to-go package that'll have your back-end business channel instantly operational within days, making you highly irreplaceable to your client without having to write one line of programming code or taking years to figure it out. Now, up until this point, the only way to copy these unique high-value client service methods was to put in the same amount of effort that I've had to put in, basically. But now with the Annual Review Millions system, that paradigm has completely went out the window, and you can actually take these methods that have taken me a painstaking 4 years to develop, and which have now been automated, and do them in an instant. Just to give you a little more background, like I mentioned earlier, this system has been in development and has been evolving for about 4 years now, the last 2 years of which it has become a real system with a number of contributions being made to it. Programming components, multiple client field testing, client records keeping system development, audio and multimedia components, web design, new advisor training resources, along with some world-class marketing responsible for the distribution. It's cost many thousands of hours to actually get the whole thing created. And you're going to be able to walk in and license a full-blown, fully operational version of this automated Annual Review Millions system that will set you up with your own in-house client suitability and client annual review system while delivering world-class, high-value client service to your clients, and as a result, shoveling a ton of new, previously undiscovered, perfectly suitable new business into your practice, day after day, year after year. I've personally invested hundreds and hundreds of hours developing and testing the system, making sure it's up to my standards, which, by the way, are very high. A number of different components have been created within the package. So there's a lot going on, and you'll see that today. But for now, what I want to do is just give you a quick overview and explain what's in this and what makes it so powerful for you and, frankly, dangerous to the competition. Well, the first thing you get with the Annual Review Millions system is everything from which you'll be able to instantly create your own unique high-value client service back-end business channel. So no need for you to spend years trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. No need to do all that exhaustive research and development. It's already been done for you, because I'm going to give you access to and hand you everything you need to deliver a very unique, high-value client records keeping system to your client. A client suitability and annual review solution for you that you're going to be able to use instantly. And as a result, you'll very quickly and easily end up doing a ton of additional back-end business in the very near future in the process. But that's not all you're getting, not even close. You will be getting complete, easy-to-follow instruction manuals, audio CDs, tutorial videos that'll teach you every single element of delivering high client value, amazingly profitable annual reviews. And I mean everything. I'm not holding back on one tiny aspect of how I do the kind of high-volume business doing annual reviews that I do. You'll get a collection of my top-performing annual review materials so you can use them right out of the box as models for your own reviews. This is a truly valuable shortcut cheat sheet deal where you don't have to figure anything out for yourself. All you have to do is key in your client specifics into the software, and voila, instant proven client suitability and annual review materials ready to deliver. You'll get a selection of my checklists, annual review appointment scheduling script, mock-up. You're going to get a mock-up sample client annual review records keeping system. This is a sample system that you can use, on your front-end appointments. You're going to get a supply of client records keeping system materials to get you started, and instructions for the new business transition process. Next, I'm going to give you complete unedited instructional recordings and printed transcripts of my home run multi-million-dollar Annual Review Millions system, so you can listen to, study, and read these works of high-value client service, money-making art to your heart's content, and use them to model your own reviews. You're also going to be getting my private set of Annual Review Millions standard operating procedures. Next is the most important component of this, which is the software that runs it. As I discovered a few years ago, and until I did it, there simply wasn't any software that was designed to specifically handle all of these requirements. You can't get something like ACT or Goldmine to do even a fraction of annual review management, nor can you use programs like Quicken or QuickBooks. So I realized that unless I wrote my own Annual Review Millions software, I'd be forced into a life of misery, doing all the annual review functions manually, which simply doesn't work. So I spent a couple of years, invested the equivalent of $36,000 to write and implement my own amazing, almost magic Annual Review Millions software that does so many amazing things, such as tracking index beginning and ending points, index crediting methodologies, caps, charts, which is really cool because the charts let your clients see graphically how their indexed annuity assets or other assets performed, in the given index or market. And of course, this is for